How are you?
Hi, Charlie. Long time no
Good
see.
to see. Yeah, good to see you.
Me too.
Good.
How was the
Well,
trip?
well, we're still in Florida. We're
Florida.
still in Florida.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
time you told me you will go to the Disneyland.
to Disney World for. We went to 4 days to the parks, and then there's a place called Disney Springs that's kind of a shopping area. So 5 days, and I think we're going to go back there either tomorrow or Monday before we. So so yeah, we had a good time. We had a really
Yeah,
good time.
yeah,
We spent a lot of money.
yeah.
We spent a lot of money.
So you told me how many days? 4 days.
There are four parks, and we went 1 day to each park. Yeah,
Wow, it's so big.
and
It's so big.
it is really big. We weren't able to do even half.
Even half.
Uh, yeah, and it was very crowded because this week was we call it spring break. So all of the students and universities are off for 1 week.
Wow. So
So
there,
many
so
of them went.
many
many,
people.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
how that Disney is so big?
Well, it started out really small. When I was a little boy, maybe 6 or 7, we went when it just opened, and it was really two parks,
Two
one
po
park really, yeah, two parks, and then it grew, and they added another park, and then they added another park, and uh, so there's Magic Kingdom. That's the first one that was open, and
Mag
then there's yeah, then there's Epcot, which is like that's the one I like because it's got all the it's called World Showcase. So all
World
these different countries, World Showcase.
World Showcase. I know the word, and then the next word is World Showcase. Showcase?
Yeah.
Showcase, you mean the showcase?
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
World Showcase.
It's World Showcase. So like there was a China pavilion,
Oh, yeah.
and they had a little show about China,
Yeah.
and they had a little booth where you could buy some Chinese food, uh,
Yeah.
and everybody who works there is from that country. So the people that were working in the China pavilion were all from China.
Whoa.
And then you go to
Cool.
there's China and Norway and
Norway, France,
France, England, Mexico. There's several Morocco.
Morocco.
Uh, so it's almost like you're going just a little taste. Although I was going to take a picture for you of the China one,
Yo,
but
okay.
it's so Americanized. It was very funny. It was
Okay, let
I
me.
couldn't do it. I was like, oh no, you'll laugh at me. Uh,
No.
and in Japan, in the Japanese section, they have a Japanese department store, one that's
The
like a for
apartment store.
shopping.
Oh, shopping. Okay.
Yeah, and so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun, and in each of those places you can eat some of the food.
Yeah.
Uh, so
So,
that was fun.
so
And then there's a part that's like futuristic. You know, what's it going to be like in the future? So that's
yeah.
Epcot. And then there's another park that is Animal Kingdom, and it's like
Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
it's almost like a zoo. You
Zoo.
drove through like a safari, and you saw all the animals, and then there's Hollywood Studios, which is all about the movies, and
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. It's really cool.
yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah. So you tell me about just like different world showcase, just like journey all of the world.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's interesting.
It was interesting, and it's all Disney, you know. So
Yeah.
it's all pretty and clean, and you know, there's
Colorful.
and
Yeah.
colorful. Like when you went to Morocco, I've been to Morocco.
Yeah. Okay.
This in Disney, Morocco was incredibly clean. I had
Clean.
never
Okay.
Morocco is never that clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Morocco, you know.
Yeah. So it's in how to say it's in fantasy type or the real. So you said the country China. So it's in fantasy or just because you said it's the Disneyland, so the country is a fantasy.
A little bit.
Oh,
A little
okay.
bit. It's trying to present it like how it would, how it really is. It's more like how Americans think it is,
Okay. Oh, because that I just thought the country is from the movie.
Yeah, they had a, what was it called? Let me see.
Okay.
Epcot, China, show. It's called Reflections of China.
Reflection of China.
Yeah, there's a movie that they show, and it's 360 degrees, so it's all around you.
Okay.
And and that's real. I mean, it's like a little documentary, about China. This is what China is like, and it's a lot of traditional paintings but I'm sure you would go there and go, oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
No, maybe sometimes if I go there, I really want to see some because the China, what the China is from the mind from the United States people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And they have they had they had some acrobats from China.
Acrobat, what is sorry, I don't know. What is acrobat?
Let me see. I don't know if you might be able to get this link. They're performers. They like jump and jumping and doing gymnastic type of thing.
Let me see. I think there is a funny things. The stereotype from the Western country people say think about our Chinese people always have do the kung fu, yeah.
Yes, they didn't have anybody doing martial arts. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
If you can open that page, it shows you that.
I'm just open it. Let me see what this. It's like. Let me see what this. I know that it's really traditional. We call. Let me see how to say in English. What? Oh yes, just you show me. Let me see. Acrobats. All right. Acrobat. Yeah. It's really popular in China, and maybe very how to say. Let me check how to say that. In our during our Spring Festival, the eve of the Lunar New Year, the eve of the Lunar New Year, we have how to say a show. Maybe you don't know, a show for the China people, and just like a show or a party, a TV show. And there are a lot of things were show on the during the show. So the acrobat is definitely every time the show will have the acrobat because it's very traditional.
Yeah. So those backgrounds, that is where they show that building right behind the acrobats. That's where they have the movie.
Yeah.
So these are all pictures there of Disney World.
Yeah, you see the fifth picture. The guy have the mask on his face.
Yes, right.
Yes, the guy can change his face really quick, really fast.
Right.
Yeah, you
with
think
a fan.
Yeah. Just maybe just turn around and turn the back. The face change.
Yeah, it's a different mask. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's from the Sichuan. It's from the Sichuan province. Yeah. Interesting.
So every country, I think Disney works with them, but it is you said the right word. It's very stereotypical. All of the countries are very stereotype of what Americans or Western people think those countries are. Even Paris or even France and England are various
Yeah.
stereotypes.
But I see the
But
picture.
it's nice.
I think it's really very close to the China
Oh,
because
that's good.
yeah. And I see the building. It's just
Yeah.
it's really like it's really like the building from the Beijing. You know,
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah.
seaside. Yeah. It's really close to that.
Well, it was wonderful. I love that part. That's my favorite part of all of Disney World is the World Showcase.
Yeah.
Mostly
Yeah.
because there's a lot of food
Yeah.
involved.
Involved. Yeah. Yeah. But if you want to the real Chinese food, you need to come to China.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
It's really it's amazing.
It's the same every country, and
Mm,
so like one place that I've been to, Turkey,
Turkey,
the
yeah,
country of Turkey, yeah,
yeah.
and so if you have an Adana kebab
Doner kebab.
in
What is this?
it's it is a type of food, um, and
Doner
that
kebab.
last word is spelled different in different places, but
Let me.
if
Let
you
me.
have it in
Okay.
Adana, Turkey, if you have it in Adana, Turkey, it is amazing. But if you have it in Germany, where they also sell them, it's not so good. I mean,
Okay.
it's okay. It's okay, but it doesn't taste like it. Same with Korea. When I
Same
had
thing.
Korean food in Korea,
Yeah.
that was amazing. That was great. And
Oh.
and probably the same, when you come to the United States and you have a hamburger,
Yeah.
right? It's really good
Yeah.
compared to how it is in China, I'm sure, right? So
Yeah. I think so. Yes. If I want to eat a hamburger, I need to go to the United States because I think because I saw the movie. In China, if we want to buy the hamburger, we just only can buy the hamburger from the McDonald's and
right,
KFC or Hamburger King. Just maybe a few the fast food
right.
restaurant, and but I saw the movie. I saw the movie. The people eat the hamburger from the restaurant. All of the different type of the
Yeah.
restaurant serve
Yeah,
the
sit down
hamburger.
with a napkin and a nice atmosphere. Yeah, my 16-year-old daughter
Yeah,
orders hamburgers at all. I mean, that's her favorite thing.
yeah,
She's looking at me now like, "Don't talk about me," but that's okay. but yeah, you can go to any restaurant, nice restaurant.
yeah,
It's not as cheap as McDonald's.
yeah,
It costs a lot more than McDonald's, but it's much better hamburger.
yeah.
She likes it they put barbecue sauce on it, and at one time in Disney World, we went to a place called Rainforest Cafe,
Rainforest Cafe. Wow,
and it's a chain. They're all over the United States.
it's a chain. Oh,
But
okay.
my wife and my daughter both ordered this, and it had barbecued pork,
Barbecue
uh,
pork. Yeah,
on top, shredded on top of the hamburger meat,
on top
and
of him.
then in a hamburger bun with lettuce and different things, and it was real. It looked really good.
Yeah. Sometimes I saw the video from the YouTube. I sometimes I saw the people brought a hamburger. It's so big and so how to say
Oh,
think
big.
or
Yeah, yeah.
think or
Thick.
think.
Thick.
Yes, and
Thick.
when he start to eat it, he need to push it together,
Right.
and
To
make
get it in your mouth.
yeah, and wow, and the cheeses, it's all of
Yeah.
the cheese. It's really good. Yeah, but a lot of
Let me show
calorie
you. This
in
is
it. Yeah.
this is. And I'm back in San Antonio, and we're going back to San Antonio actually after this. But this is one of my favorite hamburger places. You should be able to open this. You should be able to open this.
Let me check. Chester hamburger.
Yeah.
Well, so it's very famous. Oh, it's
In San Antonio, it is. Yeah, it's very, and it's not very expensive. But it's a rest. You know, it's
just like
they're really
yes. The how to say, the environment or the decoration of this is just like a bar.
yeah, right. As a matter of fact, against if you look at, are you looking at the webpage right now?
Which page?
The main page there. If you go to that main page,
yeah.
and there's a man standing with a beard. He has a beard on the left, far left.
Yeah.
Oh, right in front of him is a wall with probably 100 types of beer, and he can pick he can pick a kind of beer to have with his hamburger. And
yeah.
But yeah, they decorate them like that. There's places that have very nice, you know, waiter and waitress comes to your table, and
yes.
so you can pay $30 for a hamburger, or you can pay $3 for a hamburger. You know, it just really depends on.
Yeah, $30 for a hamburger.
The hamburger my wife and daughter had was a $20 hamburger. That
for each one, or for
each one.
For each one, $20.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's not cheap. I think it's a little bit expensive.
Well, yeah. Let's see.
I think.
Let's see if I can show you that one. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was about right. It was about $20, right, Sonia?
Yeah.
The hamburger at here. Yeah. Oh, you can get you can. I just downloaded a menu, but it didn't have the prices on it.
Okay.
They don't want to show you the price.
I see the menu.
Oh, at Chester's, it's pretty cheap. It's Chester's. It's not bad. $7.
Yeah. I think so. Because I see the decoration from the movie, and in China, if you go to the restaurant which serve the hamburger, most of the restaurant do not offer the beer, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Just offer the Coca-Cola and soft drink.
Right. Well, you know, and all the fast food restaurants, that's how it is in the United States too. And you can get fast food hamburgers everywhere.
Yeah.
But this is more like a restaurant hamburger, you know, and it's the thick one, like you said. Yeah. So you have to you know. Just try to.
I think the restaurant offer the steak. I think the steak from the United States is also very famous.
Yeah.
Steak.
Yeah. That's where my mother-in-law used to love when she came to visit the United States. We would take her for steak because she liked that. This is a really good steak place here. It's a place called Texas Roadhouse. It's where we go usually if we go on a steak.
Yeah,
and it's advertised. It's decorated a lot like a bar too.
And and I know the first time. You know, if we in China, if we can to have the steak, and the waitress will ask how to say how the steak will be cooked. You know, 7:15. How we say that? You know.
For us, we say it's rare, medium rare, medium. Well and well done. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. The most of Chinese people will say well done, or maybe how to say 7. If 7, how about this?
Medium well, probably medium well.
Yeah, because we don't like the blood in the steak.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But now I sometimes I cook the steak from my house from in home. I think I don't know how to say it. It's 3.
3 is a medium rare. Medium rare. Yeah.
Half is medium. Half is
medium. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
half is
yeah,
medium.
yeah. I think the half is the maybe is the best for me. If cooked or it's well done, the steak it well, how to say, the meat is too hard,
Yeah,
too
it's
rough,
tough. We say
too
it's
tough.
tough.
It's tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's hard to chew.
It's
Yeah,
tough. It's true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I bought some steak, and so sometimes I cook the steak in my house.
well,
Yeah,
my favorite is I usually get mine medium rare, so
medium
it's a
well.
little bit pink. It's pink, no medium rare, so it's more like the 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So some if there is a blood in
yeah, a
in
little
the
bit.
steak. And this is the first time. I don't. It's the first time I watched a TV. It just a video just teach you how to cook the steak, and there's tips about you when you finish the steak, you need to put it down, put it here for maybe 3 or 5 minutes. Just let the blood go back to the meat.
Meat.
You know.
Yeah, right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
If you do not put the steak for several minutes, there are a lot of blood on the
Yeah,
plate
and
or
that
pan.
doesn't look good on the
Yeah, yeah,
plate.
yeah.
You're right.
A
It doesn't
plate.
look
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So if to that, I think the taste is really good.
That's what, it's amazing because that's how you learn to cook a steak was from a YouTube video. Uh,
Yeah,
like in America, yeah, right? And so, I just put salt and pepper on my steak. That's all the flavoring, all the seasoning on it.
yeah.
And so I think, that's kind of interesting. Like that I can go on and find an authentic Chinese recipe, right? A way to cook something
Yeah, yeah.
because
But maybe you cannot buy the ingredients. Ingredients, is that
no,
right?
I think we can. We have many Asian supermarket. Uh,
Asian supermarket.
yeah, and they
But
do have a lot of those.
if the how to say if we want to do some food just from the if I want to cook some Sichuan cuisine, is that right?
Some
Cuisine,
yeah, some cuisine. Yeah,
cuisine. Yes, if Sichuan is a privacy, and yeah, it's a Sichuan cuisine. But even in China, I want to cook the Sichuan cuisine. I bought some ingredient from the supermarket. Maybe the ingredient is not.
right.
It's really just from Sichuan cuisine. So the taste, the flavor is little bit different.
Yeah, and also, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. You're right because sometimes it's not as fresh, or it's maybe
yeah,
older. It's older. We'll ship it to the other country, right? Yeah, they won't know.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I think happens a
yeah,
lot.
yeah,
And
yeah.
but because you're right, there's nothing better than eating it where it's from. That's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's why I
The
like the Korean food that I had. I had a friend that I worked
Korean
with,
food,
and he said, "Why don't you come? My parents have a fishing camp." And we went,
fishing camp.
yeah, and so we went there and fished and drank some drinks, and then the next day his mother prepared
Yeah,
this chicken, like a I don't know, it was a Korean dish. But later I walked out back, and there were chicken feathers everywhere because she just she just had butchered that chicken and then cooked it for us. So it was really, really, you know, everything was perfect. Everything was fresh. Everything was from that
yeah,
place.
yeah.
So it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
Yes, yes. So it's maybe in the United States, if you want to, but maybe some restaurant can, how to say, use the airplane to, there's some Chinese restaurant, maybe they use the how to say that, use the airplane to to carry
Yeah,
ingredients.
then it would cost a lot of money.
Yeah. So the price is gonna be maybe higher.
Right. But I
Yeah,
think they do it. I think they do it. I just can't go to those restaurants.
yeah,
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 they're out of my
yeah,
price range.
yeah.
But anyway, how was work for you this week? Anything interesting? Did you work today?
Uh, and today I'm just have a meeting
Oh, that's good.
over the I have a meeting over the internet. We just use the conference call
Oh, good. Okay.
to have a meeting. Maybe tomorrow I will need to go to the office
Oh no.
to have some. Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. We Chinese people, yeah, need to do a lot of work. Yeah, but it's okay. There is interesting things. I saw the video from the YouTube. I really want to
Oh, okay.
talk
All
with
right.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, this how to say? It's a typical question in China. When a girl dating with a
Uh huh.
guy, the girl like to ask the guy a question about this. If the girl will ask the guy, if and with your mother, how to say, jump in the water, only one people you can to save, and another one gonna be die. Which one you will save? So, and the question is very how to typical in China,
Huh.
and yes, and I and the Xiaoma, as I told you before, American guy,
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
he
That guy. Yeah.
yeah yeah. He asked the question on the United States street to ask the people.
And they went, what?
It's yeah, it's very interesting. I tell you the result about. I tell you what's going on about the video. The Xiaoma asked most of the Asian people. They just said, maybe without a think, just said, my mother.
Right.
Definitely my mother, because my mother raised me up. My mother spoiled me. I can never the maybe it's, the girlfriend or boyfriend I can find another, but my mother
There's
just
only
only
one
one.
mother. Right. Yeah.
So yeah. So the Asian, most of the Asian people just to say my mother without a thing.
Right.
But and then the Xiaoma asked about the maybe, and I saw United States people
Uh-huh.
and the European, because there are a lot of visitors
Right.
on the street.
Right.
Most of them just need a long time to think about it. You know,
That's
because because maybe the question you never heard that before.
yeah. No, wait,
maybe.
no. But was the girlfriend there? Was the girlfriend right next to them? Yeah. Then it's harder to answer.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
so,
It's harder to answer. Yeah.
Most of them will need a long time to think about it, and the answer is also is sometimes some of them will answer I will see my mother, and some of them will say I will see my girlfriend or the boyfriend, and they think his or her mother can understand them, some kind of things. Yes, because it's and most of them need a long time to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the culture
Yeah.
is really different.
It is, and
Yeah.
it's there's not as much a family connection in the United States. With your family, as you leave your parents and go off on your own, a lot of people kind of
Yeah.
separate from their parents. They don't,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
their life kind of revolves around them, just what's around them. So I think that's why the question gets harder.
But there is a can ask answer for you. If somebody asks you a question, you can say, "I will see my mother, and I will jump back to the river and die with my girlfriend."
There you go. That's a smart answer. That's a smart answer. If you can find that, if you can send me that YouTube link, I'd like to watch it. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will
All right.
share you the link.
All right. Hey,
Oh,
take care, my
yeah,
friend.
good luck, talk
We'll
to
see
you.
you next time. All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
I will send you a link.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, he said the Chinese pavilion was really good. I sent him pictures and the Chinese acrobats. He said, "Oh yeah, that's a big thing at the Spring Festival. We have a show, and they have the Chinese acrobats." He goes, "No, this looks pretty good." He goes, "That building looks like there's one in Beijing that looks like that. This doesn't look too, you know."